Welcome back, Jems, to my channel. It is currently 4:12 in the morning and it is 41 degrees outside. So you guys are gonna get very tired of this bonnet through Vlogmas because one, this is my everyday bonnet, and then on top of that, I don't be going nowhere. So I just like to keep my hair in the bonnet. Like I take it out, comb it, brush it, make sure my hair don't get, you know, matted up and stuff like that. But I usually wear a bonnet everywhere. So like throughout the house. But tomorrow's vlog is supposed to be, tomorrow's Vlogmas is supposed to be a vlog. I know I've been doing a lot of sit down videos, which I don't know if that counts as Vlogmas because vlog is in the name. But I guess I get to do videos that I've been wanting to do. I just been pushing off. And this is one of them. Okay, I almost dropped that. All right, let's get, oops. I hope I'm still in frame. Let's get started. Okay, so let me give you guys a backstory. I've been using, my camera is probably not gonna focus because the light is really bright and it's a white bottle. But this is the bottle. I will try to remember to put the Amazon link if you guys are interested in it. But it's called Boric Life. This is not a paid nothing. This is just off the strength of me wanting to tell y'all. It's called Boric Life, and these are boric acid pills. Let me explain. And it's 600 milligrams. Okay. On the bottle it says all natural, supports pH balance, and supports vaginal health. Inside is 30 vaginal suppositories. They give you, I think they give you different options if you want bigger bottles at a time. It's a subscription on, we can either do a subscription or a one-time purchase on Amazon. I just do a subscription for about every 2 to 3 months. Sometimes I turn it off because I don't often need these, but sometimes I do. This is probably about my 3rd, maybe 4th bottle. I've been on this for almost a year and a half. Now, backstory to why I started using these. Okay, so in the end of my high school up into college, I started suffering with, first it was, yeast infections. I kept getting yeast infections back to back. And I do mean back to back, like I get it in I get it in March. I would cure it or go to the doctor for some type of medicine for it. It'll go away, and then May, June, it'll be back. But I didn't understand why, because I wasn't wearing tight clothing. I was using, in college, I was using condoms. I'm still using condoms, but, you know, and on top of that, I wasn't eating right. I know for a fact I wasn't. But I didn't understand what else can make your pH go off and create so much yeast. But I didn't understand. So I was getting yeast infections back to back. Then the yeast infections went away. In between this time, I didn't know anything about boric acid. So it was never like I was suffering from stanky cooch. It just was like yeasty. And if you ever had a yeast infection, you know how that is. I used to have to wear panty liners like every single day, and I would change my panty liners throughout the day. Then it turned into UTIs. So I'm like, then they were saying most people associate UTIs straight with sex, but I was getting UTIs even when I wasn't having sex. So for a fact, I knew it wasn't just sex. Like, I just didn't understand. And if you don't know what a UTI is, it's a urinary tract infection. I kept getting those, and I just didn't understand why I kept getting those either. Got medicine for that, was on ASOs. If you know what ASOs is, it's a something that turns your pee a different color. And then it's supposed to clear everything up and you're supposed to be okay. But I got like 3 UTIs in 1 year. And I'm just like, okay, this is a lot going on right now. And when I was in Miami, I had a GYNO that I was regularly going to. And all of this started happening, the UTIs and the yeast infections, after I found out that, okay, so I had never had a mammogram and I had never had a pap smear. At this time, I was about 20 or 21. I don't remember when I found out. I think I was 20 when I found out. But I had my first mammogram, and he was saying that I guess some laws have changed that you have to wait until you're 21 now. But I do think I got my first pap smear at 20, and everybody in the doctor's office was freaking out when they found out. And okay, whatever. But when I kept coming back for the yeast infections, the GYNO, he wanted to do a pap smear on me, because he was like, maybe something's wrong. We're gonna just take a couple pieces of the inner lining of your vaginal canal. I don't remember what the term is. So we did that. We did a pap smear. He took some pieces of whatever, skin, or I don't know what terminology is. He cut me a little bit on the inside to take it to a lab to see if something abnormal came back. Okay, so in between that time, until like a month, I was waiting for the results. The yeast infections was still happening, and the UTIs. Come to find out, after we got the results back, I had BV. If you don't know what BV is, look it up. But it's basically a bacteria infection, basically. So, which kept causing yeast infections. But not only did I have BV, I actually had cancer cells growing on the inner lining of my vaginal canal. I don't know if vaginal canal is the correct terminology, but you ladies get my drift. So, with the BV, which they believe was caused by the cancerous cells. So, cancer was growing on the hoodah. Not only that, what else had happened? Oh, okay, thank you. At first, we did the testing because they thought I had endometriosis. If you don't know what endometriosis is, I'm so sorry. I don't want to speak out of turn, so just, look it up for yourself, because I kept having ovarian cysts. So if you're not sure, ovarian cysts, it's just like, it's like a mass that grows on your ovaries inside, and it's very, very painful. Very, very painful, to the point where I had one July 2000 and whatever year, 17 I think it was, or 18. I don't remember. Whenever I was 20. And it was like a 1.5 centimeters. So it's kind of small, but it was causing a lot of pain. So that happened. That was settled and done away with. About 2 to 3 months later, an even bigger ovarian cyst grew on my opposite ovary. And that one was even more painful than the first one. So the doctor did the pap smear because I was experiencing repeated ovarian cysts on top of the yeast infections and UTIs. So that's how we ended up where we found out that cancer was growing on my uterine lining. So boom, I ended up, because the amount was not, it was benign, but it was not benign because it was growing. So we had to do a LEAP procedure. It's a lot of terms that you ladies may not know. Feel free to research, because I had to do a lot of research to figure out what was going on in my body. So yeah, we did a LEAP procedure. So in between this time, I wasn't able to have sex for different periods of time, like 2 weeks, then one was 1 month, and I had to wait 2 months. Oh girl, I was going through it. But it's because they had to keep doing different tests on me, and they didn't want any different DNA inside of there. So I had to, pull back. But when they did the lead procedure, they literally had to cut. Oh girl, I was in so much pain after that surgery. I was laid out, but they had to cut it out, and it was a lot of blood. Healed from that, got a little bit better, but I still was experiencing UTIs, which is perfectly normal. Women get UTIs all the time, but it was throwing my pH balance off because I was doing the ASOs and the other medicine. And I came across I am subscribed to her, but I came across a video from Erin Ross. She does hair reviews, and she used to do story times, but she made a video about this, and she was just explaining like how she ended up starting to use it and how it's really balanced her out. She doesn't use it all the time, and it's also not recommended to use all the time. So if your pH balance is a little off, and maybe you're a little bit, you don't know why you keep getting these infections, UTIs, or you're just a little bit, smell is just a little bit off, it's recommended for you to try this. Now, everybody has their own opinion about the boric acid part of it. If you want to research it for yourself, please do. However, I do stand on this product because I've been using it for a while, and it really does work. So what happens is whenever my pH is off, like right now, my pH is a little off because my period just went off today. So tonight when I get out the shower, what I would do, you can buy these separately unless it's on Amazon. It's kind of like a package deal if you buy them together. But if you already have your own suppository applicators, use those. But these are made to fit the size of the pills that they're giving you. So what you would do after you're clean and your hands are clean, you just take one of these. They give you 30. Oh, actually, they give you 15, which is a ripoff because they give you 30 pills. But they give you 15 of these bad boys, and then you open this up. I'm not gonna do it now because I need to use this. I don't know if you guys can see how wide it is, but you pull the applicator all the way back, and you don't want to touch the pills because you don't want to contaminate them with any type of germs, and your hands have a lot of germs on them. I just take this and I pull it all the way back where the stick is not on the very tip of it, and I just stick it in there, and I move it around until a pill drops in there, take it back out, and then you just take it and you stick it up there, and then you push it in, and you go to sleep. Now, you're supposed to do that for about 7 days when you're trying to restore your pH balance. Within them 7 days, every day that you do it, please wear panties, please wear boxers, please wear some type of shorts to bed. If not, you're going to be changing your sheets every night. Because normally, for me, for some reason, it doesn't happen until I wake up, which is so different. Normally what happens is all the yuck and guck and whatever is up in there, it comes out as if like your water broke. It's just a whole bunch of water just spit. Sorry to sound graphic. A whole bunch of water spills out, and it's all the toxins or bacteria. And I know our female part, the vagina is self mechanism cleaning, all this good stuff. However, we all need help, and sometimes your hoodah hada just can't get it right. It's missing a little something. So don't feel like, oh, I shouldn't have to, because I used to feel like I shouldn't have to add nothing because my hoodah hada it cleans itself. But once I started using those, all those the ovarian cysts, or those were gone after the LEAP procedure, but the urinary tract infection repeatedly, the yeast infections, all that was gone. Like anytime I'm feeling a little off, maybe I had sex with someone, and even if I use a condom, if they did oral on me, and I'm like the next day, it smells a little different, I'll go ahead and we're gonna use one tonight and start it. Sometimes if you've been like me, sometimes I don't even have to do the whole 7 days, because by day 3, I smell, can smell, okay, is she back on track? Does she need a couple more days? And then I gauge it from there. But for the most part, what else can I say? I think you guys should really try it, especially if you're suffering with, you know, some women, the smell is just off and they don't know how to fix it. And it's not a yeast infection, it's not BV, it's just off. So at least try it. Of course, you know, Amazon, if you're not happy, you can always let them know you want to return the package and you can get your money back. If you love it, do what I did. Sign up for a subscription. It's been like 1.5 years and I've only had to use about, I think 3 to 4 bottles. I think this is my 4th bottle. And that's, somebody's like, oh, that sounds like a lot, but it's 30, which is 1 month. So think about it. And sometimes it's not, I have dropped a few pills on the ground, which I've had to discard. But for the most part, this really, truly works for me. For me. I don't know how your body will react to it. Again, do your own research. Figure out which, you know, I'll try to insert a picture somewhere on the screen. Please do your own research to figure out if this will work for you, if you feel safe using it, if you are even optimistic to use boric acid on you. That's, you know, I completely understand. I just want to give my girls who are suffering with, you know, their pH balance being off more frequent than others, some type of, go ahead and try this, you know. If you do try it, or you have tried it, or you are using this currently, drop down in the comment section how you like it, what was your experience, and maybe even a reason why you started using it. If you haven't tried it and you're a skeptic and you have any questions for me, feel free to comment the question, feel free to DM me. I'm always here, you guys know. If I put you guys onto something, I'll be more than willing to answer any questions that you guys have for me. This is a very reasonably priced product, and it does its job. I'm going to be using it tonight, like I said, and I'm not going to insert no videos or pictures, but just know that I ain't had no complaints down there, you know what I'm saying? So, give it a shot. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I will be vlogging my day. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you've been keeping up with Vlogmas, because I've been putting in overtime for these videos. Okay? Okay. Until next time, dudes and gems, I love you, and peace.